Good day mga ka-CRT, welcome again to our channel. In this video lecture, I'm going to solve some problems in statics. Specifically, the resultant of system of concurrent forces. I'm going to use conventional method and calculator technique. Our first example is to find the magnitude and direction of the resultant of the diagram or figure below. So we will begin by recalling the important equations. So first, the resultant is equivalent to the square root of summation fx squared plus summation fy squared. And to solve for the direction, this is the theta, equivalent to inverse tangent of the absolute value summation fy over summation fx. So let's begin solving for summation of fx first. So for the summation of fx, we have first the 400 pounds going to the right, so that is positive. Then for this 200 pounds, the x component is going to the left, so that is negative. And the x component of 200 is 200 cosine 30 degrees. Next, the x component of this 300 is going to the left, so that is negative. Negative of 300 cosine 60. And for the x component of this 300 pounds is going to the right, so that is plus. So that is positive 300. The angle is cosine 60 degrees. So obviously we can cancel this negative 300 cosine 60 and positive 300 cosine 60. And let us solve the remaining. So we have 400 minus 200 cosine of 30. So this is equivalent to 226.7949 pounds. Next is to solve the summation of vertical forces Fy. So we will begin with 200 because 400 here is a pure horizontal force. It doesn't have vertical force. So for this 200, this is going up, therefore positive 200 sine of the angle 30. Then for this 300 going down, so that is negative 300 sine of the angle 60 degrees. And another going down, so negative, and that is 300 cosine of 60 degrees. Okay, let us solve this. 200 sine of 30 minus 300 sine of 60 and another minus 300 sine of 60. The result is negative 419.60 or 6152 pounds. So let us use 4 decimal places. So 0.6152 pounds. We can now solve for the resultant. This is equivalent to the square root of 226.7949 squared plus negative 419.6152 squared. So let us solve that. Just use your calculator. I'm now using mine, and this is the result. The answer is 476.98 pounds. So this is our final answer. That's why I just use 2 decimal places. Okay? And for the direction, let me draw the x and y axis and consider the sign of summation of fx and fy. For fx, that is positive, this is the positive x. For fy, summation fy, that is negative. So this is the negative y-axis. Therefore, R is located in this quadrant with this angle theta. So to solve for the theta, this is the inverse tangent, absolute value of negative 419.6152 divided by 226.7949. So let us solve that. The shift tangent of 419.6152 over 226.7949. And the result is 61.61 degrees. So this is the value of this theta, 61.61 degrees with respect to the x-axis and in clockwise direction. So let us now solve this problem using calculator technique. We will be using the mode 2 of our calculator. This mode 2 is about CMP-LX or complex. And for this calculator technique, you have to follow this pattern. So this is just for a given force, include the angle theta. So force 1, angle of theta 1. Just simply add other available forces, F2, angle of theta 2, plus F3, angle of theta 3, and so on. And take note, all theta are measured from positive x-axis in counter-clockwise direction. Okay, so let's start writing the solution. We will start with this 400. So this is 400 angle of 0 degrees plus, consider this next force, 200. The angle with respect to the positive x-axis is 150 degrees. So this is 150. Plus, consider this 300 pounds. So we have 300 angle of, so the angle with respect to this force, this is 180 plus 60, and that is 240 degrees. Plus the last force, 300 pounds, and the angle applicable to this is from the positive x-axis then in counterclockwise direction, and that is 300 degrees. Let us now enter the values in our calculator. First, you have to press mode 2. And let us enter the values. 400. Angle. You have to look for the angle symbol. So that is the angle symbol. And 0. Plus 200. Angle 150. Plus 300. Angle of 240. Plus 300. Angle of 300 degrees. Then press equal sign. The answer is in rectangular form. But take note, in rectangular form, you can see the values of summation fx, that is 226.7949. And for the summation fy, the value with I, this is negative 419.6152. So in this technique, you can also get summation fx, summation fy. But if you will convert this to polar, you have to press shift 2 because 2 is the keypad for complex, and option 3 is the polar form. So just press shift 2 3 and press equal sign, and you can get the value of R 476.98 pounds, and the angle is negative 61.61. The negative sign, it means it is in the fourth quadrant. Again, our answer is resultant equals 476.98 pounds. Theta equals negative 61.61 degrees. Our next example, let us find the magnitude and direction of the resultant of the figure below. So we will be using calculator only for this sample problem. So we'll begin with pressing mode 2 of the calculator. Then let us start with 20 kilonewton. So 20 kilonewton is 20,000 or times 10 raised to 3. Then for the angle, that is 30. Plus, let us now consider 30 kilonewton. So that is 30 times 10 raised to 3. For the angle, that is 120 if you are going to measure it with respect to the positive x-axis in counterclockwise direction. So 120 plus the 40 kilonewton, 40 times 10 raised to 3, and for the angle, that is 180 plus 45, so 225. Plus the 60 kilonewton, 60 times 10 raised to 3, angle of 300 if you are going to measure the needed angle with respect to the positive x-axis. So press equal sign. So this is now the summation fx, 4036.24. And the summation fy is negative 44,265.03. So meaning positive for the summation fx, negative for summation fy, it means the location of the resultant is in the fourth quadrant. So let us now press or convert this to polar form. Press Shift 2 and 3. Then press equal sign. Our final answer for this, the resultant is 44,448.67 or 44.45 kilonewtons. And for the angle, negative 84.79 degrees. Again, our answer for the resultant is 44.45 kilonewtons. And for the angle, that negative is illustrated here in clockwise direction. So for the angle, 84.79 degrees. For our third and last example for this set, so we have 400 newtons, angle of 30 degrees, 500 newtons, angle of 30 degrees, 600 newtons, the given is the slope, and 300 newtons, the given is the slope also. So let us calculate the angle here. So just simply use inverse tangent of the given slope, 2/3. So what is the value of that? Inverse tangent 2/3. This is 33.69 degrees. And this angle is also equivalent to this angle, 33.69 degrees. For the next slope, inverse tangent of 3/4. The value is 36.87 degrees. So this is the 36.87 degrees. This is also 36.87 degrees. Let us now use our calculator technique. So press 2. Then we have 400. Angle of 30 plus 500. Angle of 140 for 500. The angle is 140. Okay. Plus for 600 newtons, the angle is, that is 180 plus 33.69, equivalent to 213.69, plus the last force 300, angle of, so the angle there is 360 minus 36.87, and that is 323.13 degrees. Press equal sign. That is our summation fx, negative 295.84, and our summation fy, 8.57. Then press shift 2-3, and this is our final answer. For the resultant, 295.97, and for the angle, 178.34 degrees. The resultant is located in the second quadrant. Again, our final answer is R equals 295.97 and the angle is 178.34 degrees. Thank you for visiting our channel and watching this video tutorial. You can leave a comment and please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you and God bless to all.